Howdy, everybody. It's me, Mackenzie. I'm back to do another session. This time we're going to work with the Divas, and then a little bit later I'm going to put some time in with Cola. For those of you who maybe are new or don't remember, I've been involved out here at the ranch for how long, Gertie? Since you were just a tiny thing, at least 4 or 5 years. And I'm back to pick up some trick training with these fine ladies. I'm here with Maud, and this is Gertie. They're the Dunrovin Donkey Divas.
You have these guys out on purpose?
Yep.
Okay.
We've done some trick training and just some general training before. We took them around to do, hi. Yeah. What is that? Is that your favorite toy ever? It's pretty cool. Do some adventures around Missoula in the past. And we've also had them have parties. They've been in charge of some special events. They bought me ties one year. So now we're just like going to try and do a little bit more training with them again. Hopefully enrich their lives a little bit. I'm going to be using the same sort of method I use with Cola, positive reinforcement training, also called clicker training. The cool thing about it is that you can use it on any animal. They're even using it with bees. And I want to see really quick what these guys remember. It might not be a ton, but we'll see. Maud, you're being so sweet. Gertie still remembers how to break out of gates. That's something she taught herself. But she also used to know a couple tricks. Rear. That's one she learned from clicker training. And Maud used to have a pretty good leave it, but I'm not sure how that's going to be. Leave it. We'll see. Very good, Maud. That was awesome. So they get a little frustrated when one of them gets more training attention than the other one. Mostly Gertie gets frustrated. So I'll be treating both of them for whatever I work on. So keep me honest here. I'll be using this clicker, and I explained this a couple weeks ago, but I'm just going to go over it again. But really quickly, I'm just going to pause on that. What Gertie's doing is demonstrating behavior that hasn't successfully been put on cue. She used to have it better on cue, but looks like she's just generalizing the behavior at any time she's in proximity to food. So I'm going to really specifically work with her on only getting reinforcement when the behavior's cued. She's also really good at her following behavior. We did a lot of leading training, and then we also did a lot of loading training, which she used to have a pretty hard time with loading. Maybe she still does, but we got her loading really willingly in just about a half hour last time when we worked with her a couple years ago. Hi. You ready to do some work? Okay, I think they're ready. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that they remember what the connection between the click and the food is. So every time I click, they get a reinforcement. And I'm just going to do that a little selectively. So it's going to be when they move their head away from me. And I'm just going to be looking at when Gertie does it, since Maud is already pretty good at that. Gertie's more investigative, attention-seeking for reinforcement. So as soon as Gertie's head moves away, like that, she'll get a click, and she'll get a treat. Good take, you two. So, and we'll just keep playing this game. Good job, everybody. Oh, Gertie got it so fast that time. That was really good. You showing off? You're being nice to your sister and everything? Look at you. So, there's the food. We're investigating a little bit right now. And like Maud investigating is going to get Gertie investigating. There we go. Good job. Good. So that's what we should see. We're doing a good job. Starting to remember. Gertie's remembering. Just move their head away and not investigate when it's presented. She's thinking about it. It's hard. It's okay if they stop and wait for them to succeed or try to make it easier. Good. So got 2 steps back for that one. That was really good. Good job, you guys. This is a game to start off with any animals that are super interested in the food and for the food. Good. Cool. All right. So now I can start adding some more stuff. Give them just a quick break. Just think about what was working there. Your coat's looking good. Look at you. You're looking so fancy. You're looking so fancy. Another thing I'm hoping to work on with Gertie is just get her liking being pet more. She's a big fan of it, or at least didn't used to be. Good job. That click was just for relaxing, not getting upset that we took a break. That was really good. See if we can switch it up. Inside. Let Miss Gertie out. Come on out, Gertz. Oh, very good work. There you go. There you go. No, I got 2 Divas and 1 pen. Look at that. Let's see. Come on, Gertz. So mean to your sister. Kid. Watch your bum. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna let. You're gonna free the sister. Okay. So that's just working on some of the touch sensitization that she has. I'm gonna play a little bit more of a game with that. So. We did a little target training, which means hand targeting. Not at all. She's trying to. She's trying to leave it behavior. Good. It's okay. It's a little hard. She's not really remembering the hand target. That's okay. She got it. There it is. Good job. Yeah, you did good too. It's a little hard for them to see. So I'm trying to get it towards the good job. Side of her head. So that she can see it really well. Good job. And that one you could tell she really keyed into it real quick. Let's see if we can get it on the opposite side. Nice. Work, kid. So now that she's doing that, I'm going to add into it. Here you go. You okay? Yeah. Going to add into it target, touch. Target, pets. A lot of times if an animal's touch sensitive, building in something where they get the right to say yes or no if they're getting petted makes them more interested in it. Good job, you. You guys are doing so good. I'm going to run out of reinforcers. All right, so let's see if we can build it in with running so she remembers how to run. Whoa! Do you remember back up? Very good. I want to just add into that mix. Here you go. Hand target, starts it. Here we go. Whoa! Back up. Oh, that's not quite it. That's not quite it. It's okay. There it is. Very good job. You did a good job too. Cool. So I'm going to see if I can start building a chain between all these things. Sorry, it's hard to see there. That's a good leave it. Hand target to start. And if she doesn't hit it, that's okay. Oh, she hit it. Run. Whoa. Pets. Rear. Oh, that was a cool one. Yeah, it was pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's try it again. Run. Remember this? Where you circle? Back up. So hard. It's this one. So we got to work on that cue. That's okay. I'm going to just ask for something else. Hand target again. And we'll do pets. Oh, she's accepting that really nice. That was a cool itch that you did. Okay, I'm going to switch it out one more time. Good job, you two. You must have aged a little bit. You're being so much more adult and responsible. Jake, do we have any questions from anybody? Gertie, Maud, training. Oh, they can't. Yeah, I know that they can't hear you. Okay, no questions from anybody yet. You gonna sing? Oh my gosh, that was good singing. Thank you. So I was always working on capturing the singing from them. We never quite got there, did we, you guys? You're such good vocalizers, though, aren't you? You have such a unique little song. Oh, you know how to push open the gate now, too? That's clever. Did you teach your sister something? That's great. Okay, watch out. Here you go. Let's see. See how our leave it goes? When I was teaching this to Maud the first time, she lost a tooth. She just happened to be losing her teeth. And it was a little disconcerting. Have had her first training session, her lose a tooth. But that's how young she was. Good job. You too. Good leave-its. Let's see if I can do it a little bit where everybody can see a little better. It's a hard one. We'll try up here. Good. Notice how they didn't even touch it that time. That's what I want to see. I'm making it a little bit harder each time by like lowering its level. Good. And then just capturing if they don't investigate as quickly as possible. So I want them to think that the best way to get food is ignore it. That's great. Good job. You too. You did great. Another low one. A little bit too hard for Maud. Then Gertie was like, I should probably get in there. So I'm just going to reset this one and see if we get anything. It's a good thought. Good. Gertie decided to go back to her marine behavior, but we got it before, so I got to do another easy one. Careful. Let's see, a little easier if it's down there, huh? One nose target ain't the end of the world. Very good. So that was a little more duration down low. Both did a good job with that. Yeah, you did a good job. Great work, you two. Yeah, it was so good. Right. Let's do a little hand targeting with Maud. See if she'll do that. Oh, she remembered. You could see her eyes light up when she remembered that one. Good job, Gertz. See if we can get 2 for 1. Good hand target, kid. You too. Good job. You remember hand targets, don't you? Those were pretty cool. And then we'll play the same game with petting. Hand target, then a pet. Then a click treat. Don't stress it. Here's your treat. Hand target. Pet. A bit more frustrated about the ears, so we'll work on ears with her. Hand target. It's okay. Great. Well, I don't want to overdo it with the Divas today. We did a lot of training there, and they got a lot of treats. Gertie's like, I would overdo it. You can overdo it. Let's see. Maybe we'll just run around and have a little fun to end the session. What do you think? All right. Better free yourself, kid. There you go. Let's go. We'll go exploring. Exploring's always fun. You guys want to look over here? Gertie's like, I'm going to go back in. Maybe I'll get more treats if I'm in here. We could do a little recall work. What do you think, Gertz? You want to do recall work? It's like I kind of like being in. All right, well, I'm going to have to look up some sophisticated tricks for you guys because you remembered a lot of stuff pretty fast. Come on out. Good job. There you go. There you go. Oh, here. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, we'll do a couple recalls. Oh, no, you went inside the gate. Let's see if she can figure out to come out of the gate. She might not be able to do it. Come here. It's a pretty hard skill set. You usually have to break this one down. But we'll see. Gertz! Thinking it through. How are you going to get over here? Come on. Usually we set them up for success, but now I'm kind of setting them up for failure. So I can grab a little grass. Oh, there she goes. Gertz! Maud! They used to have a pretty decent recall, if I remember, but I don't remember what I taught them to say. So, we'll just break this down a little bit more. Good job. I got a Maud. Here you go. Let's see if we can get a Gertie. You just cleaning up all the snacks? Good job. There you go. Oh, Maud, 2 treats. There you go. Gertz! Good job. This one's yours. Gertz! See if we can get her to trot. Good job, kid. Cool. Well, I think we should call it a day for these two. Always a good idea to end while you're having success. And they haven't been doing a lot of training, so it's going to be easy for them to burn out. And I want them to think that training's super duper fun. So we'll stop there. Unless there's any questions. Which seems like maybe there's not. Yeah, you can check that out. There you go, kid. I would go look in here. Look. Yeah, that's where all the treats are. There you go. Do the donkeys know their names? I worked on name recognition with Gertie, and she seems to still pick up on Gertz. I'm not so sure about Maud, but the way that we do, that would have been a good question for 5 minutes ago when I still had some treats. The way that we do that is we just associate like turning towards you with their name. It's a game called Name Attention. And then they can pretty quickly, through generalization, where you reteach it in different contexts, figure out that their name means that they should attend to you, which, you know, it's pretty much how we think of names. In terms of like, do they have the exact cognitive abilities to identify name as self that we do? It's harder to say. I don't know if there's been any good studies on equines in general. It's very possible. I do know that dolphins have very individualized, distinct names, and that they, some of the first human to dolphin linguistic communication was name-based. So they started to learn the specific whistles and clacks for each other's names. I'm not so sure about donkeys, but they are quite intelligent animals, so it's possible that they have names for each other. I think in like dogs, that's not something that's been observed with wolves or feral dog packs, but it definitely has been with dolphins. So they can learn that like their name is pay attention to whoever said it, which is pretty, you know, that's pretty much what a name is. I don't know that they necessarily think, oh, it's me, but it does seem like it. With dogs, you can, some people train when they train them in groups that, you know, they learn that when their name is said, that's when they do their specific behaviors and are being worked with. Any other questions? We'll do some name attention next time. I used, here, let's see if I still have them in here. Let's see, the treats that I'm using are carrots and apples and then just a little bit of grain. All things that donkeys love. They were very excited about them. And I think this is one of the best training sessions we've ever had. They were both pretty responsive, but also not too upset, which in the past they tended to get a little too upset. I didn't set it up very good the first time. I didn't think of them as like gonna have any problems with being trained separately, but they definitely both want the attention. Gertie more than Maud. So by including them both in training sessions, this is something you do with dogs who are like resource guarders or just having anxiety about the other animal being trained while they're not, which is pretty common. You just set it up so that whoever's being worked, the other animal gets clicks for just hanging out. And pretty soon they just figure that out, that like when it's their turn, when it's not. So it's nice to have something like this where I can put one of them inside and one of them comes out. And then they both get positive associations with each other training rather than feeling sad that they're not getting work. Gertie's a little upset that we're done. She wants to get out and do more, which is understandable. Poor kid, pacing. Any other questions, Jake? Alrighty. Well, I think we'll call it a day for the Divas, but be sure and tune back in promptly at 6 for some cola training. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you in a minute. Bye.